Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. There's the whistle. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Oh, he's put a shade too much on that.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's been shifted off it. Always onto this. Engages and forces him off the ball. That could spell trouble. No, it's not getting there. Milan have their second corner now. Oh, what a climb! He's missed, but not by that far. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's having a go! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Certainly made himself a big nuisance in applying the pressure to force the error.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And that should get the job done. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
The Portuguese do have a penchant for producing great wingers.
Rafael Leao! Defending of the desperate variety.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Atalanta clearly should have gone for the...
Good effort from distance. And that is wildly off target.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Dybala is in a really good position out wide. Nice interception, well timed.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Ribery.
Pretty robust defending.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Wriggles his way through. He is through here! Nicely weighted ball. He gets big! Goal! Atalanta! And Atalanta go in front. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Atalanta have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
And he's there to clear it. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. He's one-on-one! And he's now the finish! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then because they just lost sight of the real danger.
Atalanta are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Ribery. Rafael Leao. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Walker cuts out the pass. Atalanta have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. He's great chance! It's in! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
Milan get themselves back into contention.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That looks a good ball through.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Oh, whistle's gone, now then! The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Arnautovic is eyeing up his options in the middle. So who's he going to be aiming for here? And that is masterful defending. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Tomori gets over and intercepts. Bremer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, can he get onto this? And now the hit! Has a look and plays it forward. Well timed, excellent interception. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rafael Leao. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's beautifully weighted. Rafael Leao! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, that's neat. And they're back on the ball again. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And there's the end of the first half. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. Atalanta have ultimately had the better of things in the first half, ahead by the odd goal in 3. It is, of course, far from 1. Both managers in pensive mood as they head down the tunnel. It is 2-1 here at half-time. And the second half gets underway. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's fabulous. He's tried one! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Serginho really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Milan have the chance. Big chance! Arnautovic. Pass somewhat off target, and that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, that pass isn't the best. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he's found a way past. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Arnautovic. Fofana. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Dybala. Pullet. Oh, perfectly measured, that. Fofana. He could be in here. Has a goal! Really well taken goal. AC Milan are all square.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Good ball over the top. Tomori makes the interception. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. He's found a way through. Tries the cross. Punched away. Oh, he's been caught napping. Martinez. Oh, that has not gone well. Well, what about it? So close to victory, and it has got away. And the break is on. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Rafael Leao. Atalanta do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
He's one-on-one, and the shot! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Rafael Leao can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Atalanta will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. And that is a little undercooked. To Ketelara.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Attenzione, un cambio.
He can run onto that. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most well.
Looks for the finish. Oh, that's a key interception. Hernandez calmly anticipates. No, he's just misjudged that one. Shifted upfield. Well read, nice interception. Milan go in search of a late winner. He's got away. Atalanta do have a chance to counter here. Hits one! And that's a real chance missed.
That could yet prove very pivotal, chances like that.
Well, it looks to me as though this could well be the end of the road for him as far as today's game is concerned.
Well, his courage is to be admired, but the pain barrier has its limits.
So he takes his leave, he had little choice.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 17. Lascia il campo per
Corner
il
number 2
numero
then.
7.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although...
And Martinez! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Chance for the header! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
He's got tall. Loftus-Cheek. Interception, his positioning was spot on. 4 added minutes on the board. Bremer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, can he get onto this? Musa. Now Musa! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
He's got the shot away! Oh, it's gone in!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? Speculative strike. And that may well be that. That is that. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.